In this video, let's talk about the unfortunate updates from Mining Pool Hub. I've been using Mining Pool Hub since about 2017. It was actually one of the first pools I started mining to. I started with NiceHash, as most people do, just to jump in, see how everything worked, and then I quickly learned about Mining Pool Hub and the ability to auto exchange your mined currency on the fly. So if you're not familiar, the way Mining Pool Hub works is you mine whatever currency you want, and they have this auto exchange feature where they would auto exchange it for you, and basically you could auto exchange to any coin that they had a mining pool for, in addition to a couple other ones like Bitcoin, like Dash, where they really didn't do mining with per se, but they left them out there. Bitcoin Cash was another one. They just kind of left them out there so that you could auto exchange into them if you wanted to. Well, last week I think it was last week or the week before, they basically came out and they said they're no longer going to support privacy coins. What that means is, and there's this header here, that they won't support Zcash, Zclassic, Zencash, which is Horizon now, Zcoin, which is Firo, and Monero will all be closing on September 30th, which happened yesterday. All the payouts will be available until the end of 2022. Now, if I head over to my balances, I don't think they're here anymore. Now, they actually just took them away. Back in 2018, I think it was, I had some Electronium that I had mined. And eventually what happened after like a year or so, it just completely fell off my balance. So if you have those, make sure you withdraw them. That's one piece of bad news. The other piece is a lot more impactful, and that is with the auto exchange feature. What they have done is previously they had 3 exchanges they supported. They supported Bittrex, their own exchange, which was Dovewallet. It's now BTX. And there was a third exchange, I forget which one it was. But essentially they supported pretty much every currency, as you can see here in this list. You would have the ability to mine Vertcoin and have it auto-exchanged. Pretty much anything you want. However, what they have done is they've switched this to an AB. I'm not sure what the A and the B is. I'm guessing B is probably BTX, which is their exchange. I'm not sure what the A is. And essentially what has happened is you can see they've turned off auto exchange for every coin on this exchange. So A pretty much doesn't matter at all. And they've turned off nearly all on B. So the only things you can actually auto exchange into now are Bitcoin Dash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, and Monero. And you might be saying, well, they just shut down the Monero pool. Right. So chances are they're going to keep that wallet up. They don't state that here, but chances are that pool will close, but that wallet will remain active. Similar to if you jump over to Bitcoin, here you'll see it says this pool's not for mining. You can withdraw Bitcoins from auto exchanges. They'll probably do the same thing with Monero. The big thing here is you used to be able to mine a lot of coins that their own exchange supported that other exchanges didn't necessarily support. A big one that is standing out to me is Feathercoin. So if we hop over to CoinMarketCap real quick, we take a look at Feathercoin. We can see Feathercoin's actually up 17.5% today. And it's supported on BTX Pro, which is Mining Pool Hub's exchange. However, they're not letting you auto exchange into it anymore. I don't know if that's because there's really no volume for it or what. It's also on Bittrex, which used to be a supported exchange, but it looks like it's not a supported exchange anymore. So that's one of the major drawbacks to this. That was kind of Mining Pool Hub's thing, was, hey, you could mine, you can auto exchange, you can get paid out in any of the supported currencies you wanted. With that going away, I see them falling pretty far down on the mining pool list for people. I really enjoyed this feature. Liked it a lot. You don't have to worry about KYC. You get whatever coin you wanted. And you didn't really have to worry about anything. And if we jump over to mining pool stats, and let's take a look at Feathercoin. At one point, they were for the longest time, they were the #1 exchange for Feathercoin. It looks like Wooly Pulley has kind of taken over that. Wow, Wooly Pulley has 4.32 gigahash. I'm guessing that's because of the merge. But if we take a look at, I don't think we can see his more than the past 7 days on here. Hash rate history. Let's see if this shows us. Yeah, like you can see this massive increase, right? For the longest time, this thing was, yeah. Right now we're sitting at, what are we sitting at? 10 giga, yeah, 7 gigahash. Let's see here. This is really hard to tell because they did change their work hash rate. It says 7 terahash, but that's actually gigahash. So, let's see here. Yeah, so from this point to, it's really hard to tell. Here we go. That was after the that was after the fork. That's why. Okay. So if we look, for the longest time, Feathercoin, if we go all the way back to the beginning of the year, right, the entire hash rate was only 3 gigahash, right? The majority of that was on Mining Pool Hub until that massive pump and everybody switched to Wooly Pulley. Right, so there was a lot of, unfortunately I can't view more than 7-day history, but that's where a lot of that was Mining Pool Hub. For the longest time, I was mining with my 2 gig cards, mining Feathercoin for several years, and auto exchanging into Ethereum, into Litecoin, into other currencies. Unfortunately, you can't do that anymore. Luckily, I put auto exchanging in my app, so I'm still kind of able to do it. Unfortunately, I have to direct mine to an exchange, run the auto exchanger, and then get that currency and then do a withdrawal from the exchange. It was really nice not having to do any of that. So, unfortunately, that's kind of where we are. We're seeing lots of changes with mining pools. This one shocked me the most because they have gone through 2 bear markets, right? So this isn't, bear market isn't anything new to Mining Pool Hub, right? Last time, they really didn't make any changes at all. They just stayed up and running. There was really no impact. But now we're actually seeing an exchange impact, which could be a lot bigger issue from a legal standpoint, regulation standpoint, that a lot of mining pools are going to start kind of adhering to. So unfortunately, this is one of those things. You still can auto exchange, but you can only do it. The important thing here, right, isn't necessarily what you can auto exchange into. It's also what you can auto exchange from. So you can only auto exchange from Bitcoin, Dash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Monero. That means if you're mining Feathercoin, you can no longer auto exchange into anything. If you're mining Ravencoin, you can no longer auto exchange into anything. If you're mining Feathercoin, you can no longer exchange anything. Expanse, Ether Social, these ETH hash token or ETH hash coins, you can't can't mine and auto exchange into them. Ether Social was real big because it was supported on BTX. Same thing with Digibyte. Can't mine Digibyte and auto exchange anymore. Bitcoin Gold was another one. For the longest time, I was mining Bitcoin Gold on here with my 1063 gigs and auto exchanging into Ethereum, into Litecoin. You can't do that anymore. Oh, this is a really big change, especially for those of us that have been using Mining Pool Hub. It's unfortunate to see, and we'll really just have to start looking for alternatives now. But that's it for this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. If you're using Mining Pool Hub, what's your direction moving forward? Are you going to switch to 2 miners and just hope for auto exchange to BTC? Are you going to try to auto exchange yourself? Are you using my app? You know, what are you doing? Really curious to hear what everybody's direction is. I'm also curious to know how many people are actually still on Mining Pool Hub. It has been around for a really long time. Like I said, I've been using it. I still also use Supernova, which is another MPOS pool. I'm not even sure all the coins that still run on Supernova. They, at one point, they had... I can actually check real quick. Is Magi still in here? Yeah. Magi doesn't have... they have Ghost Rider, I think. They should have Raptorium. They're pretty far down the list. Supernova. Looks like there's some issues with loading their main site. There we go. That took a while. Sorry about the font issues. Their website's weird. But yeah, they still have a lot on here. Now, they don't support auto exchanging, but they do have... They actually really narrowed their pools down. Not too great. But that's another one that is kind of built on the same platform as Mining Pool Hub. They don't support the auto exchange, but that's just another one you could take a look at as well. But definitely leave me a comment below and let me know your thoughts.